this impression that technology is not racist. It's one of the most fundamental misconceptions.
When you're traveling, at every single point now, you might be facing facial recognition. You might have your face scanned as you're moving through the airport.
Almost all enter freely, except undesirables such as criminals.
If, for example, you are coming through Pearson Airport and then claim asylum on arrival, you would be taken for secondary processing or screening.
How did you feel when you were told to get on the airplane with false documents?
Lots of immigration lawyers who work in this area have zero idea that this technology was even being used. We'll be kicking them out of Canada based on error made by artificial intelligence technology. If a white European is seeking refugee status in Canada and he used that technology to seek to establish his identity, there is 99.2% accuracy rate. But when it comes to black female, the error rate is a staggering 35%. Will it be proper for a government department to now rely on the prediction made by that technology to say, okay, this black woman from Somalia is not who she claimed to be, so for that reason we are going to deny her of that status? We tend to have this impression that technology is bias-free. Technology is not racist, but that is one of the most fundamental misconceptions. Okay, maybe a lot of the features in this particular face, it's also present in some other picture. So those unique features are what it uses to match faces. This technology are trained substantially with data of individual who designed them, that is white male. Then it doesn't come as a surprise why the technology has a close to perfect accuracy rate in identifying its maker, the white male, and not properly identifying darker-skinned individuals. So these are former Chief Justices of Canada. Male, of course, white male. Facial recognition technology has a very high error rate, and the most adversely impacted group being black women.
In more extreme circumstances, it can even lead to deportation as a result of a facial recognition mismatch, which has already happened.
2 Somali women who have made a successful refugee claim, their faces match some other individuals in their database. In fact, the court referred to that technology as a junk science, pseudoscience.
You might not even know why your face is being recorded, and then you find yourself on a deportation list as a result of something that you didn't maybe even do. So the Refugee Law Lab, we started it in 2020, and the idea is to create a home for the work that lies at the intersection of technology and migration. And it's an interdisciplinary lab that asks some tough questions. If we are going to be augmenting immigration processes with tech, is there a way that we can do it so that it actually benefits the people who are impacted? So at the border, we're looking for all sorts of different surveillance projects. You know, some of the physical infrastructure, like surveillance towers, cameras, sometimes drones. It's a population that is this kind of guinea pig for the government, because if you don't have access to a lawyer and you then find out that facial recognition was used to facilitate your deportation, I mean, what are you going to do about it?
This is the hearing to consider the refugee claim made by Caroline Bazil. Making these decisions can be very difficult because you're trying to figure out what is truthful that you're being told. You're dealing with a person's life.
There are many tasks artificial intelligence can perform far better than humans. Artificial intelligence technology can analyze volumes of data within fraction of seconds.
The concern is that sometimes we don't know what might happen with it, and it can have very drastic results. It's actually not really about the tech, but it's about power imbalances.
But what we continue to argue is to have human intelligence supervision overwork done by artificial intelligence technology.
It sounds like very bad things happened to you when you were in detention.
So much.
We don't need to go over that. But what happened the next day? Some cases very, very difficult to make a decision. It's a very human process.
Done.
I assess all the information before me, the country condition documentation, and your documents. I find that you are a convention refugee, and I welcome you to Canada.
Once in the new land, what lies ahead?
Every instrument in this room is constantly monitoring
massive files that can be searched for key information at electronic speeds.
There is lack of transparency because the technology itself is a black box. Disclosing the use of that technology by any government department will open them up to further scrutiny.
Canada wants to be seen as a leader when it comes to AI, new technologies.
up-to-the-minute data on all regularly scheduled commercial air flights.
What some people call an AI arms race. And so it's concerning that we're pushing ahead so far on this innovation without actually slowing down a little bit and asking ourselves, is this really what we want in society? And who gets to participate in these conversations?
Facial features from this sketch will be categorized and entered for automated search against system records.
So it doesn't just stay in immigration, right? This kind of stuff bleeds over, and people need to be aware of what's happening because it will impact all of us if it's not already impacting all of us.